In Graphene Endgame, I talked about how universities brought it out that graphene had interactions with demons in their own words. Today we go deeper than that. And CERN partnered to test new graphene Hall sensor, and they're talking about they're doing it for magnetic measurements. This video here on screen, CERN has the largest magnetic accelerating particle, whatever machine you want to call. So if they wanna put that in action, in process, you gotta ask the question. So what do you really want to do that for? And then they're telling us they can hit us with therapies from far distances now.
This collider and these beings that they're in communication with. So we're talking about the premier scientists on planet Earth right now, who are actively engaged, according to their own words, communicating with something with a personality, in their own words, from another dimension, and that's the purpose of the collider. I mean, people need to understand this is not science fiction. This is fact.
That's correct. What I write about in my novels,
right?
I place a storyline that is embedded with science fact. Everything that I present publicly in the books, public speaking, is all drawn from their own scientific journals and white papers. And then I'm able to see what they're doing. Not just extrapolate, but see in the real time what it is they're doing. Not a future agenda, but what they're doing right now today. The imminency of what they intend to do, which is opening this gateway. And understand that the world of science in terms of particle physics also overlaps into DNA, into biology.
Yes.
There's a multifaceted, multi-level agenda at play.
Not disintegrate. What we are working with, for example, at the Isolde laboratory, are isotopes that are unstable, they change, and they emit radiation. We are trying isotopes which are emitting alpha particles. These are particles which are even heavier, and they do more damage in the cancer cell. And the video on this slide is supposed to show you a little bit. So what's happening? We have these radioactive isotopes which are connected to a biological ligand. Inside the cell, there are many, or inside here, there are many cells, and those ones that have, for example, high metabolism will link to the biological ligand. This is also where the alpha particles will be emitted. So only the cancerous cells will be killed.
A huge, deep study, them admitting not just Harvard EDU, but ResearchGate, dispersion of the energy wave, demon in graphene. And it goes in to say, on the other one, that was Harvard, I told you, plasmons and demons in graphene. And then I was telling y'all about a magnetized protein that's called the magnetoprotein. And so the magnetoprotein, you're looking on screen here, this is how they modulate you. This is the model for the magnetic manipulation. And CERN is saying that they want to use graphene for some type of magnetic measurements. And we know what they're doing with CERN. They're doing all the portal opening and everything else. And you're receiving all this information. You're receiving all this energy. And it was talking about this 6G had this wave, this millimeter wave magnetic absorption technology. So moving into it, this is what it looked like when you get manipulated with magneto. This is some zebrafish, and every time you see them twitching, they put the magneto 2.0 protein in them, and they start twitching every time they hit them with the magnetic field. So that could be humans, that could be people at that point if they have this magneto, which is genetically modified proteins. So we go even further though in another study, and we understand the circles and movement that they use to interact with these certain demons. And remember, this battle is a battle that's happening physically and spiritually. So we shall not bow and we shall not bend in this battle. But check it out. This guy here, he interacted with them as well. And this was somewhere in 18 something, but we'll go into this report. Can experiment where a tiny intelligent being, demon, with exceptional capacity of being able to observe individual molecules and their speed was assigned.
Okay, what is that? Holy crap!
our next study, we move into graphene and cell towers, because this one, it has to do with everything they talk about with the energy system, and Mint Energy is specifically using this. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them will be doing the same thing, or if they haven't already done it yet. So this is important because the stuff we're eating and everything else, and we have the detox, and I'll be talking about another method to that. It highly ties into this, and it interacts with the demons as well, because in the Project Bluebeam Details Exposed, we're about to go into some patents that tell you even deeper about what's going to be happening. So first, we want to read you into what's going to be happening and how they say they're going to collect the energy and everything else. So let's read that. It says, Mint Energy graphene solution going to provide these energy to cell towers in the event of an outage. Graphene provides a safe and effective and environmentally friendly alternative to lithium batteries. They always tell us it's environmentally friendly, as many studies is out. Used with the solar, the battery collects power throughout the day. The unique design of the battery backup allows operators to store power for long periods of time. So when that tower is down, it doesn't mean it's not harvesting energy from humans. And this is exactly what is happening whenever they're saying that the new grid is going to be off of graphene. And that's why they're putting it in the cell phones, and it's in the batteries. They're even saying that they're going to be putting it into the screens and stuff like that. Putting into it, just like that, they could use the cell phone interacting with the graphene for different operations on society, just like you've seen in the movie Cell. And that hive mind, remember what they ran around the tower in Cell? If you didn't see that, what did they do? They ran around in a ring, in a circle. It's specifically like the study stated when he was interacting with demons. So
the really big thing is hacking human beings. To hack human beings, you need a lot of biological knowledge, a lot of computing power, and especially a lot of data. If you have enough data about me and enough computing power and biological knowledge, you can hack my body, my brain, my life. You can reach a point when you know me better than I know myself. And once you reach that point, and we are very close to that point, then democracy, the free market as we have, and actually all political systems, also authoritarian regimes, we have no idea what happens once you pass that point.
Moving further past that, though, going into the deeper aspect of it, this is the patented file here that goes even deeper. Graphene layers for identification of products, which means they could be identifying people by these products that they're putting out. Aspects of the present disclosure relate to a security device. In particular, a multi-layered security device includes substrate layer having first substrate attaches to the product. Multi-layered security device also includes graphene layer. The graphene layer has a first continuous graphene sheet that is made of mono-layer covalently bonded carbon atoms. It says the graphene layer also forms in response to exposure to a verification stimulus, contrasting pattern with respect to an exposed substrate area from the substrate layer. And this patent has been out since 2015. So let's take you into that. The cell phones, the cell towers, the graphene, putting it in humans. It's an energy grid. It's all basically this thought process, biosensing data system. And meanwhile, we're in the middle of it, and we're going to go and take it to this right here. This is the patent file showing you how the stimulus work. Verification stimulus, multi-layer security device. It captures it. This is on the products. We're talking about any product specifically. It could be food, whatever. They show you specifically the computer analysis system is coming through the phone, and the analysis engine known pattern is then connected. And it's 330 at that point. They have to lay that number out to you. In the Project Bluebeam Details Exposed, they were talking about how it was going to get to a point, whatever kernel, whatever you call them, Alexander, he was talking about how all this stuff was happening and they were going to be shooting thoughts into the atmosphere and basically telling you like, oh yeah, this is your Messiah, this is the person who you're supposed to worship. But also these supernatural forces were going to move along the electronic optical fibers, TVs, phone lines to penetrate all at once and then basically go around the world creating hysteria and all types of stuff. Now, this is basically the fine line of where all this interaction of transmission of technology, and that's exactly why the movies and everything else, they project that through the movies. And you notice that even here, when you read about Greta Thunberg, it says, it's already saved her. It's already saved her. That sounds pretty demonic to me. Or it's sure just a regular link and then get that out, because it's pretty much getting out there, but we need to expand that farther because this information is going to be critical to survival and actually our physical and spiritual level. So we need to not just detox our bodies, we need to detox our spirit on a daily basis because this is a demonic attack, okay? Ion detox is going to be great as well because the way of the magnetics out with the ion bath and stuff like that, and have so many benefits that helps out. It even helps improved digestion and nutrient absorption. If you can't absorb nutrients, you can't barely detox or do much of what you try to do. I mean, milk thistle as well. That's another great thing. Also, like I said, we'll have a link below for the graphene oxide detox as well. So I didn't come here to beg you to watch a video or to tell you to do something. I'm here saying we won't exist if people don't watch the video that was banned that has the information to reverse and change the effects that we're going to face